What's up? What up? Dudes, what's happening? How are you? Yep, I got here just in the nick of time. And I'm going to get the show started. And then usually I have a 30-second like warm up video, but I didn't have it turned on. So, bathroom break at the beginning of the show. My bad. What up? Wrightsa in the house. Dell, Mike Bird, Eric Quinn, Honey Chuck, Steve George, Eddie K, Dad, CVO. Did you get your truck yet in the mail, bro? What's happening? What are you guys doing? Any UFO drones or funny fog in your neck of the woods? Let me know in the comments below. What are you guys working on? I've been sanding today. It did awesome. Sweet. Getting over the flu. Gross. Stay away from me, dog. You know what I'm saying? I hope you feel better. What have I been flying? A sander and a stain brush. That's about it. I haven't been flying much of anything lately. It'd probably be nice again before I get to it. It's kind of been a weird welcome. It's almost been a nice break. I did get filament. Yes. Finally, it showed up on Friday. I ordered it on the 23rd. Yeah, I got it finally. It's in the machine. And I finished off the print work for the 6 scale job. I think last time you guys saw it, I had to do the hood still. That was it. And I got it done. It looks fantastic. And I've got some I've spread some of that JB Weld glue 2-part plastic bonder agent, which is sandable. And I've sanded it. I'll show it to you guys in a minute. We can talk about planes, but you guys are the ones flying them. I haven't been. No, my ride's not mounted on the chassis because I'm not even ready for that. I'm working on the finish work, so I don't want it on the chassis. I need to order the swing hinge mechanism for the honcho. Yeah, it's cold here. It's cold here. Yeah, dude, I got this real color, this real nice blue, and some gray. That's the hood. So I had this much green left on a roll, and I print the thing in half, and you can see I kind of was right to have waited because I didn't have enough. I mean, I use up what I have, and then it finished off in if I turn upside down, it'll hide the light a little bit, I think. It really nice though. I mean, the print came out fantastic, and so glad to have some PLA back. And I've been doing filling and sanding, but I haven't really done anything on this yet. I haven't filled that seam in the middle. I sanded it. I knocked it down just a little. But yeah. I'll show you guys that big body here in a minute because I've put 2 packs of this glue stuff on and sanded it already. One pack was one, it's a 2-part tube. One of them was on the inside, and then the other one I did on the outside. But it's this stuff. It's fantastic. I'd like to have a brush on leveler though. Also, like this is great for the glue, gaps, cracks, warps, but like just general fill. I'd like something else that I don't have to spread with a gift card, which ends up all over my hands, no matter how good I do it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's cold out there sanding in this weather, but it must be done. Must be done. 14 inches. Holy smokes. What's up, Wild Bill? And then Kelly and Kirk went out today crawling, but it must have been an impromptu deal because I didn't know, and so I wasn't ready and I didn't get to go. They went at like noon, and I didn't know about it until noon. So we had basketball game and stuff today also. So there's that. So there's that. Is it cold where you guys are? I know some of you guys it is. And then Victor, it's not. Bill, it's not. Cold for them is like 60 degrees, 50. Mountain RC got some flying in. Sweet. What's up, Craig? Yeah, so this show's about you, not me. So you guys tell me what you're up to. That's it. I'm just hunkered down, surviving day by day. What up, Philip? RC Fuzz says lots of snow in St. Louis. Wild Bill says mid-50s. Yeah, that's gonna be cold for him. Victor misses Illinois, but not the winner. Yeah. I get that. I get that. Bill says he's up to no good. Colton Boston. Bro, you guys watching football today? The Chiefs might as well just stayed home, I think. But they're not worried about it, obviously. I saw people not dressed that usually play on the sidelines. And then the Bears apparently pulled it out last minute, from what I heard. And the Jets won. I mean, the world is going upside down. The Jets don't win. Roads are shut down. Dang. Perfect time to cuddle up with some chamomile tea and watch some crappy RC videos, which I have plenty of. Let's check it out. I've been working on the that one. The I did film it the same day we filmed that dude right there. Even what jets, Philip? Philip says EDF jets, question mark. Yeah, they got cream, dude. I watched part of it. I worked a little today too. So missed some of what was happening. I saw the jet. I saw some of the Jets game. Victor's waiting on F-16 turbine parts. I see. Yeah, back to the crappy videos remark. Kenny says he's got some too. They pulled it off the air. The KC game, who'd they play? The Broncos. They were in Denver, or it looked like Colorado Stadium. F-86 is still jacked. Eric Quinn, no kidding. Paint schemes. Anybody do camouflage schemes? Oh, yeah. Steve George says it was a Rafale day. Kenny's yelling at folks. Your F-86 still. I don't know what's up with that, man. Did you try another servo already? Man, that's the beauty of modeling. You can get away with whatever you feel like doing. You know, I've penciled it on the camo patterns and just hand brushed it. You can cut masking tape and do it. Painter's tape. You have to be careful; it doesn't stick too good though. A lot of times, I'll just put it on my pants or shirt and lift it off so it doesn't stick really good. It's the sequencer. They're going to send you one? At least you know what it is. Mount RC uses sponge brushes when he paints. I gosh, I really like bristle brushes. I've tried foam brushes, man. I just don't like them. I bought one for doing I just stained a mantle and a desk I'm doing. And gosh, I really like bristle brushes so much better. But sponge to each their own, you know. And in Bill's case, to teach their own. Um, yeah, folks swear by him though. I don't. I'm not a fan, but that's all right. I feel like I can cut better with a um, bristles. Hard time with stroke marks. I can see that. It depends on the paint, you know, too, and how wet you got it. But yeah, I mean, multiple coats are generally the case with some of that. Yeah, I mean, if you're using a cheap bristle brush, it's definitely gonna suck. I always used pretty decent ones and usually way too big for what you would choose for a model just because I had them. I really like 2.5 inch angled like sash brushes for like painting a house. Um, so I would use those quite a bit. Foam brushes are even cheaper. If you're doing cheap brushes, the foam ones are going to be better than a cheap bristle brush. A cheap bristle brush will just shed and come apart. They do. The cheap bristle brushes do suck. I would only use a good bristle brush. And I do like a bristle brush that's like flat, like for painting a house, more than I like the round ones, if that makes sense. What's up, John? Yeah, I like the when I'm staining, I that's why I bought the foam brush because I was like, I'll just throw it away when I'm done. If I have a good brush, I always, of course, I'm gonna clean it and that kind of thing. Hair in the paint, yeah, dude. Yeah, crappy bristle brushes, yes, those are awful, awful. Yeah, man, I like a sash brush. Sometimes I'll get the oh man, boss, that sucks. They've got I like the Purdy brushes, big stick, but they've got a real short one that's got it's almost like a rubbery handle. Super short though. And I mean it's only about that long. And it's probably a two. I don't know if it's a 2.5, but it's pretty they have them at Lowe's and Home Depot as well, where I get the nice ones at. Well, they should fix you up on that sequencer. Hobby Lobby. Wild Bill, post up your real flight info. It's I think it's 9:30 Eastern time. Yeah, Mountain RC. That's what I hear. Yeah, boss. Well, that's good. I mean, most manufacturers, I mean, it's a nuisance when something goes wrong, but it is a hassle. It is. It is. But at least there's recourse. That's the nice thing. 6:30 Arizona time. Yeah, so 9:30 Eastern is the real flight fly-in tomorrow on Wild Bill's channel. Should be a 3-hour difference, I think, right? On Cali time, Arizona time. John's in Idaho. How's the weather in Idaho? Idaho. Snowing at 6,000 feet. Ida cold. Yeah. Going on 15 inches. Holy smokes, man. The altitude definitely does change the flight dynamics, especially with the power systems and kind of the lift and things. Thinner air, right? Higher stall speeds, more power consumption. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, man. This fly-in on Monday night's been going on for a while, dude. It's a good time. Bill streams it and guys show up and fly. Bill says stay warm, dudes. Or move here. Yeah. That'd be nice. Yikes, Brian. We don't have a lot. We've got a little bit, but not a lot. And I'm up here in the lake effect region. Not far. Too hot. I wonder if you get used to it. Certainly you would have to a little bit, you'd think. John says Bear Lake. I broke an MIP the other day. Not supposed to be able to break them. But I wasn't using it for the purpose intended. So there's that. There's that. What's up, Greg? Grandpa Greg? I thought I saw you with a little one over the Christmas times. John says he flies out at the lake in the spring and fall when the crowds are low. Nice. Half-inch of snow and shut the city down. Void. What? My warranty for using an MIP to lift a piano? New grandbaby. Congrats. Your beaver out there on floats. Yeah, I got my beaver on floats, man. I'm waiting for a little bit more snow, actually. And I remember I fixed them up, cleaned them up, urethaned them up, like multiple coats before I took it out to Kelly's the other day and flew off the water. And that was in the summer. And now I was just like, I'm just going to leave the floats on there so I can snow fly it again. Nice. On the snow, John, is that what you're talking about? I don't remember. I did do a beaver video on floats, but it was the original black and white and yellow one on the snow. Yeah. Yeah, fun, man. So it's back on floats. I had it on wheels and then I put it up on floats to fly at Kelly's. And yeah, it's still on floats. So it's ready. I still got to get this. I got to get the glider out and all kinds of stuff, man. It's just not happening. It's just not happening. What's up, Fred? Yeah, the red and white one. Yeah, when I did floats on the black on the water with the beaver, it was years ago. For motion, I did the video on the water with that one. The black, white, and yellow one, and it didn't have a clear window in it at that time yet. Any planes on my radar? Yeah, a couple, but I just don't know when it'll happen for me. But that new Cub has my attention, and so does the SWS Timber. But I just have to be super frugal right now. What do you mean not a group member? It's okay. What's up, man? What's up, Doyle? Most of these guys aren't members, or their names would be in green. It's fine. It's just a low-key hangout, you know? We catch up. Guys talk about what they're doing. We're just hanging out. We hang out on Thursday, too, and talk trucks. I try to not do a lot of that on Sunday, but it's really the only thing I've been doing, though. It's a hangout. I mean, man, there's worse shows on the internet. And this, I keep showing up for the guys that keep showing up. This is a group that just shows up, man. We don't advertise it. We've just been doing it for 6 years. Yeah, I can. I never get to talk to him, but yeah, I can ask him about a new 1.2. It'd be nice. There was a time when I was in the loop. Roland says the SWS Timber is awesome. I bet. People I've talked to seem to really like it. Yeah, I need to get rid of some planes, man. To make room. Huh. MVG2. Learn how to fly on our original flight lessons from, I think, 2012. That's awesome. They're still up. It was with that little Hobby Zone champ, right? Yeah, man. They do the job, you know. They got the job done. I think we got a lot of people flying with those. Sweet. Well, cool, man. Glad to see you. What a journey, bro. It's 2012. It's 24. Have I been on YouTube for 12 years? Golly, man. What? And then we took a 5-year break. Get rid of planes. I have a ton of them, dude. I need to get rid of them so I can buy new ones. I can't fly them all, bro. I can't fly them all. Thanks, John. That's awesome. Yeah, I apologize. There hadn't been a lot going on. It's go look at the body of work. A lot of those planes are still pretty popular. The leather jacket videos. Ten scale. Who said 10 scale? The champ was awesome, right, Dad? Yeah, RC Air Training Command. I should change the name back because then it would make sense that it sucked. That the new videos suck. Hat cam style. Fed a new addiction. 10 scale truck. You want to go fast? You want to rock crawl? That's the question. If you don't want to fix it, rock crawl. If you want to send it to the moon and stuff, then yeah, bashers. I mean, it's nice to have one of everything, kind of. Boss said about 7 years. Philip said 18 for me since YouTube began. For you? Yeah. Because YouTube was new in what? Let me look. I'm curious now. Wild Bill, you still 2005. Yeah. Started in 2005 and then picked up by Google in 2006. Yeah. In 2012, September 12th, 2012, I uploaded my first video. Jay Woody's going to be showing up for a while, waiting on that. Nice, Philip. Corsair Doctor, you like that, John? Yeah. A secret heli guy. 05 is when it said when I looked on Google for when YouTube began. Fred started in 2012 also. I never should have left my original channel. I left my original channel. If I started in 12, it wasn't even a year into it that I got the chance to leave, and I left for like 5 years and then came back. Well, I left to do a different channel while mine sat still for 5 years. Crazy. Jay Woody started flying in 85. Yeah, I think I started flying in 08, 09. And then magazine stuff. And then I went to the to start videos. The only reason I know is I'll go look at my first video and I see the date I uploaded it. September 12th, 2012. 3 years ago, John says, Jeff from Alabama, what up? My co-founder of YouTube, his video was filmed at the zoo. Yeah, I've seen it. It's not good. 93 for Bill. Nice. 77 Scottabot. Fun. Yeah, dude. I'll be ready for the nicer weather again. A lot of people have taken breaks, started or had experience with it when they were young and took a break and came back to it. I have never taken a break really from YouTube at all in some way, shape, or form. It's not been good. In the stream, honestly, really through some of the changes, uh, has been how I was able to really keep it going. When we left Motion, Mike went his own way and didn't have a cameraman or a job to do anymore with it. So I and live streams were new, and so were podcasts. And so, yeah, YouTube's been around since '05, but when did the live streaming start on YouTube? Let's look at that one. It says 2008. I find that hard to believe. It was not that long ago. Anyway, I don't think it's definitely not near as old as um, YouTube itself. YouTube is what got you started. Yeah, I mean, YouTube was a great learning tool, and so were the forums for learning things. RC Groups was, I've said this before many times, is everybody's first social media in a way, whether they knew it or not. I mean, it was pre-social media, the forums. Jay Woody wants to know if anybody still flies 72 megahertz. Yeah, getting comments on older videos is interesting. Anybody ever comment on the huge jets the Europeans use? I'm sure a lot of these guys are checking that stuff out. RC Groups still, Honey Check still gets on there. I used to, and but once I got with Instagram and some of that more short form stuff, I strayed away a little bit. Mountain RC says a guy at his field was flying on 72. Chambers still has a gasser set up on 72 as well. Scottabot does, and 2.4 and 900 buy and sell planes mostly. The classifieds are great there. The planes that I have to get rid of aren't really box upable. So It's got to be local. Still challenged by the 1.1, 1.2 wings. Bigger flies better, bro. There's got to be folks still flying it, especially some of the older guys that don't want to deal with the learning curve of the new technology. Update this and that. Yeah, I remember back in the day, they changed the requirements on the monetization. When me and Mike were running the channel, we didn't make anything, but we were monetized early on. Early on. But we were doing all right. I mean, we were doing all right to get. I mean, we were 9 months in, and we got recruited basically. So we were doing all right. Had a couple things went hot, and yeah. What's up, Ethan? You know what's better than one E-flite 1.1 meter Trojan? Two 1.1 Trojans. Fred still has a sledgehammer with the original crystal radio. I think it's 4,000 unless they changed it. And last I knew, it was 4,000 and like 1,000 subs. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, we were monetized and then let it sit for 5 years. And when I came back, I wasn't within the requirements, but I think I was pretty close. But I was, like I said, I had been before. I wrote them, I just emailed them and they turned it on. But then I soon was there over the 4,000. And the thing for me was I had the numbers, but not the activity. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. Maybe it is 3,000 now instead of 4. I haven't worried about it for a minute because I've been there. I've been sitting on this 20K for a minute. And then of course, I'm a walking identity crisis. We don't know what to call the channel. We don't know what we're doing. Go work for other folks, come back, get into trucks. Are you a streamer? Are you doing videos? What are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? On episode 15, yeah, bro. I don't even know how many it is now. It's 6 years or something or more of this stream thing. And I feel like it was something that was I feel like I got on the YouTube streaming not long after it was available. And podcasts, like I said, were becoming a thing, were a thing. And I thought about that. And then I was like, why would I send all these people to a new platform to listen to somebody talk about something very visual like RC? It's like I already got everybody on YouTube. Live streams became available, and I was like, let's do it. And then we had a ton of them start, and some of them are still going. You wrecked both of them on Friday. Oh no. Thanks, Jay Woody. Yeah, no, I won't, man. Well, thanks, MV. It's pretty chill, man. I mean, I get beat up over it every now and then. Somebody will come and tell me how lackluster it is. Well, don't come. It's okay. Like I said, I'm doing this for the dudes that are showing up. These guys are clockwork showing up, dude, on Sunday. Used to be Saturday. The Thursday one is a new one. But um, yeah, even when I'm in my lull period, like I said, when I left motion, um, all I had was a stream for a while till I got back up, really kind of on my feet. And now it's just a thing, man. Yeah, thanks, Fred. It's is what it is, man. Is what it is. The expectations that you set for yourself are the enemy. Dell just put two and two together. Bro, I put that place on the map, dude. The first 5 years they were open, that was me running social and video for them. So that stuff's still out there making money for them on that channel that I built from nothing. It's cool though. It is all good. And I am good with it, man. I'm actually appreciate not having the pressure right now. EQ, I mean, FMS has come out with new stuff. I mean, they got their 90 millimeter Avanti. The F86 recently new, they got a handful of things they've come out with. They've also steered towards surface vehicles as well. So yeah, I think they're working on it, I think with them, they want to be their own thing rather than just appreciate the connections they have and use them. They try to be their own thing and actually, in a way, shoot themselves in the foot sometimes. Yeah, they just released a 64 millimeter F18 again. Should be a redesign. They had one before, right? Or was that the free wing one? There was a little F18 once. I think it was free wing. I hated that one. It's funny to watch this stuff. I think the small stuff now is way better than the small stuff was then. Hopefully it's not the same mold because I mean the old one was EPS and 80 millimeter F22 is kind of interesting choice. It would have been nice to see that somewhere else, maybe. Gyros. I remember gyros coming to market. I had to teach folks how to use them, which was how I learned how to use them. Those Hobby Eagles. Treed one, broken wing servo two. Oh man. New one's a little bigger. Yeah, cool. And yeah, great. And it needs to be because if it's EPO and it's carrying better equipment, it's going to need to carry a little bit more weight, right? Will 64 millimeter ever get retracts on them? I doubt it. We're lucky the 70s get it when they do, I think. Oh no, Jeff. It'd be nice to see it, but all of a sudden, the little jet's going to get heavy once you throw 3 retract units in it. X-Fly has a 64 millimeter L39 with retracts flaps, and it's 6S. Ethan said he'll be glad when we get 5 to 6 minute flight times out of EDFs. If you ask Kenny, he's getting 15. Fred says the Fly Fans L39 has retracts. Oh, man. Jeff smoked that Super Timber. It's on video. Rolling out on a touch and go, real slow. No dings, but it's on video. His Super Timber crash. Yeah, AMA has a museum. I'm not sure they have a lot of foamies in it, that museum. They do have a museum. It is pretty cool. Check it out. Eric Quinn says Joe Knoll has one. Made a good sound. Hit a pole June night, nose flew off with the motor glued it back on, still flying. Yeah, I hit Petey the Third or whatever, the blue nose Mustang. I crashed that right into a pole. Fixed it and kept on. That's the nice thing about foam, man. I mean, it is easy to fix it. It is easy to fix it. The owner sold his P-51 to stay afloat at Joe Knoll, huh? Balsa's not that hard to fix, says Jeff. Fred still has the FMS PD P-51. The emergency room video. Yeah, that was stupid. That's one of my first videos, actually, after coming back to this channel. About to change. I'm thinking about changing the name of this channel again. I don't want suggestions. I shouldn't even said it out loud. Don't give me suggestions. Please. I just don't want to hurt your feelings because I won't use it generally. What's up, Bobby? Did you go on last night or you just did the premiere? Didn't you premiere something? EC 1500? Oh man, RC, no. That's what I'm telling you. No suggestions, please. Yeah, I don't think you didn't go on live. Just did the premiere. Yeah, Bobby didn't go live last night, but if you missed the premiere, check it out at Dead Stick RC. He finally got the EC 1500 up. We're about an hour in. I'm about to start talking about trucks. Sorry and goodbye to some of you. 1400 Zero is a classic. Yeah, man, there's good stuff out there, but none of it's evergreen hardly. That's the thing about the planes. They're not evergreen. Like that 5-year break that I took to work somewhere else. Okay, Mountain RC, I totally will. I will. Give me a minute. I'm gonna let me bookmark it so I can remember it. Okay. Dumb Wendy needs nose weight. Oh no. I really liked mine until I started trimming the yaw. And I think that differential thrust, if you don't have it dead eye in the middle on the yaw trim, you'll get weirdness on throttle input. Now, when you're just going, it's fine. I think it's from the start and stop. It could be a little different. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't have any trouble with that thing until I started. I remember one day I was out and it was really windy, but it was right down the runway, so it was fine. Like when we first did the gray one, me and Brandon did it, and then we took it back out and played with the mix on the flaps after I changed them. Yeah, bro, it's got differential mixed in it, unlike the and you can take the differential out actually. If you have one of those programmers, the differential gives you the opportunity to go up to 50%, but it defaults to 10. Exactly. The first one didn't have differential thrust. Yeah, I think if you got any yaw trim at all in that one with the differential, it's going to give you some weird things. B25. What, the flight line one? No, they don't send me anything. They don't send me checks like they should. Planes, nothing. And that's fine. That's fine. Good luck to you. Yeah, Bobby. Check that out because I went out, like I said, one day it was super windy, but it was right down the runway. Awesome. Flawless. Another time I went out with it and it was not, it was a crosswind. And sometimes I'll cheat the rudder for that. Dude, I had a hell of a time with it. But you can take it out. You can take it out. I took out my Beechcraft. I programmed out the differential. Just because I could. The big B25, the LX one, yeah. It probably is sick. If I had one, I'd want to replace everything though electronically. I think at least servos. I think Kenny's already got videos on it, bro. Yeah, if you have the programmer, you can do it, and it may be. You might be able to do it in the programming menu on the radio. I can't remember. What's up, Hanson? Mountain RC, did you see the video I did on the LC80 yet? That should have showed you what it can take as far as tumble wumbles. You know what I mean? Nah, Wes wasn't going to hook me up. He's probably under instruction not to speak to me, bro. I mean, this is a guy that used to blow me up all the time, and then I haven't heard from him since then. That's okay. I had people that blew me up all the time when I was there that I never heard from again once I left. So that's all right. I know how people are. Kelly Klein, what up, man? Mountain RC says after the excursion report, you definitely owe it to yourself to watch the video though and listen to some of the talking in it. But this is 10 scale range, but it's actually good size, almost a little bit bigger than a 10 scale in a way if you were to do the real math on this. I took an RTR out in the most aggressive rough terrain that I've ever been on. And I have all these built up rigs. A bunch of them are good power system, change the wheels, weight on them down low, and all that. And I took out this, which to me is a testament to what I thought about it and how it would perform. Roy, absolutely true, 100%. And that's okay because everybody's on their own little journey. It is what it is. It's cool. Dad, thanks for the super chat, man. And for bringing me into this world, I guess, as well. Sometimes I wonder, but appreciate you. Yeah, they're not gonna work with me, bro. It's fine. Don't worry about it. For an RTR dude, killer, because with this thing you get lights, you get 2 speeds, you get inner fenders, skid plates, and rock rails that are normally reserved for $500 plus vehicles. $300. The red one you can get at Fair RC. If you like the silver one, you can click my FMS link in the description, and it helps me. Thank you. So, but you can get a gray one or you can get a red one. I think they're fantastic. This is bone stock. I drove it bone stock. It comes with an extra bush guard bumper, which knowing where we were going, I thought it was a good idea over the pedestrian version, which I was going to just keep this one on because it doesn't, hide the grill at all. But like this is designed so well, it doesn't really obstruct much of the look of it. And I think it probably did me some good, especially with all the tumbles I took. The only thing, and I mentioned it in the video, this thing, like everything, once you become someone who has crawled for a minute and can discern the difference between the brushless or an FOC type power system, then everything you have deserves it. So I'm actually fine with the steering servo. It needs a brushless power system in it for the slow crawl and a better drag brake. That's my only complaint, is that the drag brake was fine, but if you got in the power a little bit, it would run away from you. And not a big deal unless you're on a hill. It is dope, dude. It is. And it went through all this mess. And the only thing and fell down so many times. And I just, it's still here, but it's cracked and I can fix it. One of these little straps on the luggage rack is cracked. But again, I went to the toughest spot I've ever crawled and it tumbled a bunch. So I had some leftover Toyota decals from my FJ55 build. It came with a driver. I didn't do anything to this but put some stickers on it and change that bumper out. And the bumper came with it in the package. So I did unplug the turn signals because I can't stand that. So yeah, clipless body. Hellcat. Yeah. Yeah, Kelly, brushless. Yeah, I need to go to Axial Fest. But yeah, the lights, there's usually when you undo a body, you've got to keep it close because the wires, it's magnetic switch. And then there's a junction box, like light controller right here. And that's all I did was just unplug the turn signals right from there. But there's a couple more spots you could add more. Like this brush guard has mounts on it for a couple fog lights that also come in the kit, but you have to get your own lights. So the buckets are there, but not the lights themselves. But this looks a lot like a TRX4, but it's not. And it's straight axle, which I think is great for the purist out there. And it's the Ready to Run radio is a 6-channel radio. I think it's like Fry Sky or something, just branded different. ESC receiver combo. So when I change the motor out, I'll have to get I'll go for a 2-in-1. So it'll be ESC instead of an ESC receiver combo. I'll have a brushless motor ESC combo, and then I'll need a dedicated I use Spectrum, so I'll have a dedicated Spectrum receiver on it. But yeah, normally $500 trucks are where you're going to see inner fenders, skid plates, rock rails, 2-speed transmissions, and lights. Normally, a $300 truck has no inner fenders. You're lucky if you get any skid at all. You're not going to get rock rails. It's going to be one gear and no lights. Yeah, these are metal bead locks. So that you don't normally get out of an RTR either. So I think for if you like that scaly stuff, you can't, and you if you like Toyota and if you like scaly at all, you can't beat this thing. And really, that's why I made that video on. I mean, I knew I wanted to have 1.9s. I knew and it's clicked together, and now I could pick it up by the roof rack. So it was super easy to change the battery out. It's very quiet, runs very smooth, but it just needs that brushless power, dude, for that low throttle control. But the suspension is super cush. Look how it returns. It's nice, and you cannot beat it. Like, this is right up there with the $500 rigs. You know what I mean? If this was a Traxxas, they'd ask $500, $550. If this was an Axial, they would ask $500. But FMS trying to get in the game, bro. So $3 bills get you a killer LC80 Toyota. And I love doing customization, obviously, with the 3D printing and all this stuff right now. And paint. This looks so good. I was like, stickers is all I'm going to do. Stickers is all I'm going to do. So what other thing that I would like to do is, just because I know it's got this really nice full interior driver roof rack business, I would like to. FMS is $299 for that too. You might as well help a brother out, man. Same money, bro. $299 at FMS, $299 on Amazon. I mean, I got an Amazon too, but this is how they keep me in the game. You know what I mean? If they see sales coming through, they'll think about me. But do what you will. This is killer. This is killer. I'm going to do, since there's a lot of aftermarket for the Axial and Traxxas rigs, these axles, I'm not sure that there's been any brass developed for them. So I'm not going to worry about diff covers, but it is easy to get brass clamp rings for the bead locks, which puts, weight down low where I want it. So yeah, I will probably do brass rings in this and definitely do brushless. Yep. It performed really good up against some pretty serious ones. You know what I mean? The red one's $350 at Fair RC, and you can get the silver one at FMS for $299. Man, use my FMS link in the description if you're gonna. There you go, Bobby. I like the silver as well. The silver almost seems like a Toyota color. I don't know if they ever did one like this, but I love the looks of this red one. My link is to FMS. It's in the description of all the videos. And even if it says it's to an FJ40 or a plane, it doesn't matter, because it's all about that affiliate cookie click thing. So it doesn't matter what you get, as long as you go in from there. Now, if you have the Honey browser extension, it's going to steal it from me, but that's okay. That's not your fault. That's not your fault. It just is what it is. Yeah, man. And this was sent to me by one of our fantastic viewer friends, long time buddy. Really appreciate it. And that's another reason why I was like, dude, while I have a chance where it's a super beautiful weather day, we're going to a fantastic spot I've never been to, but Kirk and Sean had been to it before and knew it was intense. So I brought this, my CJ7, in case I needed something that could do everything. And I brought this guy. So that video is coming out on this, should be this week. FMS is sold out of the gray one, bro. Is that it? I'm not surprised. What brushless motor would I put in it? Hobbywing Fusion 1800 or 2300 or a Spectrum 2300 is what I'd put in it. I'll show you something though. I have a 2300 in that Willys wagon, and I like having that wheel speed. But yeah, Fusion 1800, we love them. And I've been having, I like the 2300 Spectrums too. I do want to show you something though. So you got to be a modeler. So this little motor that they've got in it stock, it's kind of small, and there's a cross member right here. So when you put in a 2-in-1 ESC unit, it's going to be a little bit longer, a little bit bigger. You may have to clear out a little bit on this cross member so that unit fits. Actually, we're going to measure this right now because I got a 2300 in. Yes, I do, John. Anything. Yeah, there's like a transfer case. So right underneath here is the transmission comes right off of this, and the transmission right here, it's not divorced like it is a lot of times. And then from there, it's drive shaft to the front, drive shaft to the back. The Rock Hobby Atlas, yeah, $199, and that's like the same chassis as the FJ40 and Michigan has, which is different than this. This chassis here is probably a lot like what CVO has on his Blazer. So let me show you. Let's measure this. Where's my stick? Hold on a minute now. It's got to be close, but I was staining and doing a bunch of big work on here. All right. So wire terminals and all, like 62 millimeter long can. Well, a lot of times in the transmission or before the transmission, there is a little bit of a slipper sometimes. I haven't had this one apart yet. It's different than the other transmissions that I have experience with. FJ45, Bill, that's like a little 12 scale though, isn't it? You don't mean the FJ40, do you? If the FJ40 is $199, that is a killer ride. I can't get with the little stuff though. So what I say, 62? This is a Spectrum 2300 that's in here. Man, I think it would fit. Bro, The Spectrum 2300, unless I'm missing some bits, I don't think so. It's like 55. So, dude, I don't think I'd have to cut anything. Let me measure a hobby wing real quick. And this thing's sick. Yeah, the 112th. Kelly, what did he ask you, man? I missed it. I don't think I'm going to be able to access the Fusion, though, in this. Nah, it's way back in there. How sick is this? This did really good. It's definitely top heavy, but it did good. I got a Fusion in here. Hold on a minute. I really like this thing too. Same deal, 55. Yeah, Fred, I don't think you're going to have to cut that cross member like you were thinking. Nah, man, it goes this way so I can see Bob Ross. That's right. That's right. How dare I not show Bob Ross? Hobby Wing does make the Spectrum. So yeah, them being the same size. Yeah. So either one of those is going to fit. Dude, yeah. The Fusion combo is cool. So is the Spectrum one. The Fusion one has a XT60, but your IC3 batteries will fit anyway. I plug IC3 batteries into these yellow things all the time. All the time. It's a little tricky, but it'll go. There it is, yellow and orange. Done. Yeah, the 2300 may be a little bigger. This is an 18, I think. I'm trying to think. What do I have a 20? All my Fusions are 1800. But the 2300 Spectrum cans, what I just, no, I didn't measure it because, hold on, I got one in the garage. Is FMS legit out of the silver one? You got 2 sets of the FMS leaf springs coming? Nice. Keep those extra. So when you get those leaf spring kits, they have the black bit for mounting the motor and the servo. You're not going to need it, but keep it because it's great for the custom builds. These FMS Jimny chassis that I've redone, that extra black piece that comes with the leaf spring kit has been super handy for my custom builds because the servo sits, instead of straight forward taking up all that front space, it sits sideways and gets small. So that's been cool. Let me go grab the 2300 I got that's loose, because I bet Mike's right. It probably is just a tick bigger. not by enough to mention. It's like 58, 57. I think a 2300 would fit in an FMS truck. But this is basically what that's it. Same way Fusion looks, except it doesn't have the orange anodized on it. And it's a yellow plug instead of IC3. You get the power button and you get what plugs into the throttle channel. Boom. ESC motor all right there. So nice for space in a vehicle, whether it's an RTR or a build it. And you get that low, super awesome throttle control with it. So can't beat that. I've only had one of these brushless motors go bad on me. And this is it. And it was just that way out of the box, basically. Jay Woody, I don't know. I'd have to look, but I think we can take a look. I mean, the crawlers don't usually take too much. Steam tractor. Nice. 24/9 Lions. Who are they playing right now, bro? I had to go pick up my middle kid right before the show, so I missed. And me and my boy are watching X-Files, which is awesome because you had to wait a week in between. Now we don't have to wait. No commercials. Vikings. Okay. The Vikings, I don't feel like they're going to molder. What's up, Tail Heavy? I don't feel like the Vikings are going to pull it out, bro. I think they were strong earlier in the season, but they just do not seem to have it. And I like the Vikings, but I like the Lions too. Kelly says he replaces the motor before he ever takes them out. Yeah. I get that. And I wanted to too. And if I had one, I might have done it. But I really wanted to show what that does out of the box. You know what I mean? So I did. I should have brought a motor. Next time I do that, I'm bringing a motor with me. I'll change it on the trail. Yeah, I'm kind of for the Lions. I'd like to see the Lions in the big game. In a way, I feel like if the Lions and the Chiefs make it, I'll be happy either way. Tail Heavy, I hope everything's going well for you, man. You guys, I know there were some big changes, schooling, it seems like, and things like that. Are you guys still on your Saturday routine? Hank Moody? I don't know Hank Moody. But CVO Hobo, the FCX10 Pro. What's that, bro? The SCX10 Pro, or is there an FMS FCX10 Pro? I get it, Tail Heavy. I get it, man. A lot. I want to know what I want to look at the amps for Jay Woody on that motor, but I want to know what CVO is talking about, though. Seriously. Man, if it's just you, because he's busy with school, Tail Heavy, that's all right. That's all right. Some of you guys may be familiar with Cape Crawlers. His channel's relatively new, blew up about 170,000 subs. He put out a video the other day talking about Yeah, I'm kind of overdoing reviews. It basically was the gist. Gotcha. Yeah, nice, Jay Woody. I never got a chance to check that out, but I mean, how can you not like Scully, dude? You know what I mean? So yeah, all right. Let me look this up. I still waiting on CVO to answer me, man. You guys got me going. I thought it was gonna be an hour, but I'm still here. I need to edit crawler stuff. Yeah, I haven't been flying, man, much at all. Uh, gotta do what I do, which has just been this, man. I can nerd out at night. I don't need to worry about it. Nothing's in the printer right now, but I did get my PLA back. So I got my hood done on the big dog, and I've done a bunch of filler, not on this piece, but I'm just so glad to have PLA again. My gosh. Um, and this print turned out fantastic. First print back on the PLA. And I got some other PLA showing up, I think tomorrow. I'm going to try. That's not bamboo, but we'll see how that goes. But I want to show you guys the big I mean, there's plenty of new products, and that's what he was talking. I mean, it's like, dude, all I'm doing is new products, and and that's fine. But it's kind of, I sound like a jerk saying it, but watching new channels get success and then pump the brakes, I'm proud of them, because some of us live in this fear of missing out area where you'll just do whatever, you know? And also, my journey starts way back, dude. It's like we've all seen this develop, you know? And with Cape Crawlers anyway, um, yeah, I think he just was like, dude, I'm doing all these reviews. I don't really want to do them necessarily. And I just want to do what I want to do. And it is what it is. And I think that that's brave, you know? And I think that's awesome, you know? So it's refreshing. And it's one of the things I always liked about Tail Heavy too. Like he just said, that, you know, everybody's doing reviews. So coming at it a different way um is definitely refreshing. And obviously everybody thought so, because I feel like people were watching y'all at Tail Heavy for sure. And it was the difference, I think, that made it um so easy to watch. And also kind of applying the YouTube formula, really, which is just psychology, um, to it better than any of the rest of us have. You know what I mean? Keeps it moving, good narration, not afraid to be snarky and say some funny stuff, man. Totally cool. I'm getting something to drink. I'll be right back. And reviews, unless they're sending them to you, you can't afford to keep up, dudes. Most guys cannot afford to keep up on the review deal. Like, that's why you're fortunate when you're in their good graces. But at a point you're like, golly, man, I don't want to fly this thing, you know? Make a video you'd want to watch yourself. That's the trick. Yeah. It's brutal though. I mean, y'all had niched out your own avenue that worked for you. Um, well, some people do. It depends what you're trying to do. I mean, I've been through the ringer on this stuff. When I was doing it before, at the beginning of my work, and I was doing it, I actually edited quite a bit to keep it moving. And it was all really about the talking, and it was live narrative, but I edited to the talk. But of course, I was doing it for a company. And when they give you feedback, it's the customer feedback. And they wanted full flights, no edits. And so I got in the habit of doing that, start to finish, full flights. And and I built up my own credibility because of that. But knowing what I know about YouTube, and same with you, um, it goes against what we know about YouTube and psychology. But so does Brian Phillips' 3-hour videos, 45-minute videos. And I love him. We're buddies. You know what I mean? I talk to him. But you guys did a great job doing what you did, going your way. Very refreshing. I'm still stuck in what I do, but I'm more inclined to not do it that way anymore. And I haven't been doing much of anything but the live stream and working on trucks. That's it. I am here still because of all of you guys that keep showing up time and time again. I'm going to grab a drink and be back. Rogers, the early P40 video. Yeah, dude. Captain Mike talking like a hillbilly, doing a walk around. I mean, that was hilarious. And I mean, I thought that Corsair in the Hospital could have went stupid viral. It didn't, but that's okay. It was one of the first videos back on this channel after a 5-year break too. So I'm not super surprised. It didn't really pick up. And the algorithm, yes, it's a thing, but it's queuing off of ultimately the quality. The algorithm really is just another word for the audience. If it's good and the audience is watching it or engaging with it and watching all of it and staying on your channel, watching more of you, that sends all the cues the algorithm wants to know whether or not to put it in front of other people or not. Good to see you, man. Tail heavy out of here. Everybody give him some emojis on the way out. Thanks for coming by and for all the stuff you guys did. Don't quit. Don't quit. I'll be right back. So, Dell, I don't even know the answer to that. I probably select entertainment, maybe science and technology. I always wish they had an RC category. They need it, because if they would put us into our own category, all of RC, um, that'd be better. That'd be better, because we all suffer the algorithm of hat cam work. It's all Victor's fault. I'm kidding, Victor. Kinda. Hilarious. Anyway, let me see. I'm gonna try to find that motor for Jay Woody was asking about the amps. Oh yeah, what was that FCX10 deal? Hold on a minute. I can't copy and paste it though. There it is. Wild Bill put it up. 1/10 Pro brushless. That's on their website, yeah. Okay, let's check it out. Hold on, we'll just go see it. I like a soda every now and then. I'm not drinking coffee anymore at 11 at night. My bad. Let's see. I want to find this FCX 10 Pro deal you're talking about. What? Their search bar sucks. You can't even get it. There we go. Toyota LC80. I don't see a pro thing yet. Hold on, dudes. I'm looking. Why? Where am I going to find it, dudes? Oh, it's sold out because it's coming soon. 999 gazillion dollars. All right, hold on, man. I found it. So let me pull it up. It's going to be the same as mine, except brushless, apparently. It doesn't look like they're showing anything. Okay. What's up, Jim Jim? I have a hard time going to bed no matter what anyway. I stay up way too late. So that's my problem. Okay. So this says it's sold out, and it's just because it's not really available for a pre-order yet. It looks like coming soon. It's the same LC80. So what makes it a pro? Tires look different. Yeah. Yeah, they do. Brushless for sure. Yeah, I wonder why, Bear. Nice. Well, eventually then you'll be able to get, it looks like a blue one. And the Pro may already, I don't know if it's coming with those fog lights already on the bumper or what. Yeah, I'm going through the pictures. There's not a lot of them, and they don't show the motor. But that's the fog lights I was talking about that you can put on. It's got portals. Okay. It does have portals, it looks like. Well, that's cool. If you're into that kind of thing. Doesn't have a lot it's saying about it, though. There of any video? No. Does some guys already have this in their hands? Is that how we know? Not a lot of specs or anything. Okie doke on that. So, let's look up the Spectrum motor real quick. You saw it on the website? Brushless and portals. Nice. I'd get this. For me, I want the straight axle one, bro. Jim Jim says his stream is acting a fool. All right, let me look up this. 2300 real quick. So I'll tell you this. All right, let me go to StreamYard. Now, one reason I like the Fusions is the price, but I'm going to show you this 2300. And we're talking about amps, maximum burst 160, but continuous 40 amp. So yeah, 550 size on the 2300. Now I'll go find a dude, Rogers, I want to do that so bad it's not even funny. The FPV deal on a crawler looking out the window. I mean, I've got the moving guy. I just got to articulate his waist so he can look out the window, bro. That's it. And I'll be there. I'll be there. So let me find. Yeah, it is. And that's why I want to show you the Fusion. It's up there at 149 as well. So when you get into the 1800 kV, though, a little bit less kV, it's gonna save you some money. So let me look at the 1800. $70. Yeah. $70. And it's 40 amps, you know, 1200 kV. That's not the right one. Come on, man. Come on. That's fine. I'll find it on Amazon then. Yep, $80. $80 instead of 160 for the 1800 all day. All day. I'm not going to show it to you because I just told you. So the KV, you're paying for the KV. But if you're running 3S on 1800 or 2300, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. For sure. Oh, yeah. I want to show you guys this big dog. I've sanded and filled some. Hold on a minute now. But I wanted the 2300, and so I got it. But I grabbed my few. You can get the Fusions from, I think even Tower has them. But I know A-Main and Amazon does. $31.9 Detroit. Looks like they're going to take it. Looks like they're going to take it. So this was the better side, so there was less to do on it. But the 2-in-1 JB Weld plastic bonder goes on black, and then when you, it depends which color you get, but there's a black and a tan. And then when you sand it up, it obviously it goes gray. So this side had less to do on it. This side quite a bit more. So you still see lines, but when you paint it, you won't. And then the top, there was a lot of work to do. So anywhere it's still black and shiny, it's low. So I need to fill in those spots. But it's smoothed out real nice. So it's going to finish well. The Tonka Winnebago runs, man. It's good. But yeah, so what I like about that 2-in-1 plastic bonder is it's sandable. So it's a filler, but it's a glue. So anywhere I had these bad warps and cracks all over the place, dude, I'm using a Porter cable. Looks like an angle grinder, but it's an orbital. Bzzz, and I do a lot of hand stuff too. But on the big work, I just go ahead and buzz it, dude, with a big, looks like an angle grinder, Porter cable, 8-inch disc. But buzzes it pretty nice. This is looking pretty good. And Like I said, where it's shiny, it still needs some more stuff, but everything else sanded and filled really nice. And all these cracks, um, the glue is black, so you still see the lines, but they're not. You don't feel the lines. So that's what's going on. So anywhere there was cracks and warps and seams, I'm making it disappear. Yeah, I got one of those too. But I use that Porter cable, dude. I like it for big stuff like this. And it's spinning and it's an orbital, so I can do what I want. I can usually get done what I want with it. And there's a little bit more to do. And I mean, honestly, I'll just go get the sander. This big dog. I told you it looked like an angle grinder, but it's not. Random orbital. And I think it may be a 6-inch disc, not 8. Yeah, it's a 6. So yeah, I like it. This has done a ton for me on wood floor jobs. So I have it, so that's what I'm using. And dude, I mean, I really wasn't happy with a lot of the prints on this. So, but I also didn't want to waste them. Not just the money the filament costs, but more the time it took to make it. I didn't want to lose. So I don't mind filling and sanding. And generally you have a lot of that to do anyway, especially something big with this many seams and what not. Yeah, I mean it's heavy, but this thing is mean, bro. Portocable. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Um, a little bit more filling, and then it's paint and look at it again. It's just kind of hard to do the paint right now. Thanks, Bill. Yeah, I was telling you guys the other night, like there's a big steam, there's a big glue fill in here. I cut a kerf in it up to the handle because the line of the door came down like this. And I was like, well, where would I rather do the work? So I cut a kerf all the way up to there, spread the door panel line over to this panel line, and got it glued in the way it needed to be. And I was like, I'll fill back here away from the line. And this is a seam, print to print that was definitely obvious, but it won't be when I'm done. So yeah, it looks like hell, but it's shaping up. And anything shiny still needs fill. It's kind of nice to know that, you know. But yeah, when Kelly and Kirk went out this morning, today, I didn't know they were going out, but they took out their sixes. Let me show you. You guys want to see it? He sent me a clip of today. And I did put out his Fred, you got all yours on sale. Nice. Yeah, let me send this to the computer. Hold on. I'll show you Kelly's SCX6 Land Rover. Yeah. Dude, it looks so good. All right, man. Let me see. I'm turning it down. But yeah, there it is, man. That's Kelly's SCX6, dude. 3D printed Land Rover. It looks factory, man. And I want a two-door one with no roof. And with as much tires sticking out on the sides, it can be scaled to do what I want. So I want to make a couple bodies for my 6 at this point, actually. It's Kelly's fault because he can run his Blazer body on this, the Land Rover body on this, or throw the Honcho body back on it. He's already got it lit up, man. And he tinted the windows so he didn't have to do a ton of work inside. But it's not in stock though, Dell. That's the thing. The early Bronco, yeah, for $299 would be killer. But you're not going to get one because they're not in stock. Click on it and try to get and see. It's not there. He probably already left the room. But yeah, that is killer, right? But you can see that's a good way. This is a good spot to see how wide the footprint is, which means the body can be made a lot bigger, which for me, wanting a two-door version of this, I think I can do it. It makes sense. Yeah, it looks killer, bro. And he said it's not that heavy because there's no like roll cage and all that extra stuff on this. So, yeah. These custom jobs, we're pretty pumped about getting to Axial Fest with them. He's got some big chunky Mickey Thompsons on there, dude, looking nice. Yeah, that color is good. I know right where they're at too. Balgo Creek is where this is. Yeah, Badlands. These things get over everything, dude. Sick. Pretty cool. Now I got filament again, so my wheels are turning. Don't know what it's going to be. But a short school bus. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, it's carrying the weight fine. It almost looks like he's got the preload jacked up on it, like, but I don't think it is. I think it's just lighter. He said it was crazy lighter, which surprised me at first. But when I think about all the roll cage and stuff and that hardware on the back, it makes sense, I guess. And he's got that hinged, so he's using the mechanism and printed off some of his own brackets for it also. Bill said he rode the short bus, proud of it. I'm still riding the short bus, man. What are you talking about? Shoo. All right. That's 2 hours. Dad, it's good. The LC80, it's good. I think he said they're almost out of stock now. Here's a question for you guys. After running the snow, I need to remove the snow, dry the truck off, anything else. That's it, I'd say. You know, a lot of these things will go. I mean, I've submarined some of my stuff in the creeks and they've been fine. I don't really like to get the electronics underwater, but a puddle here and there, I don't mind running through them ever. And yeah, drip dry. You know, a lot of times with bashers or cars, if I got them wet, I would take the lid off and let it drip dry upside down, you know, or even blow a fan on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've seen some people talk about bearings rusting. Man, if it's rolling, you win, dude. The only thing about rust is if it squeaks and bothers you. You know, you can do something to them. But I'm still on my. I've replaced bearings in bashers before, but I have not replaced any basher bearings ever. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. But yeah, it's the squeak that would bother me. And at that point, I just grease them or oil them. WD-40, it dries it. It dries up. So if it was bugging me, I'd want oil. I mean, WD-40 to clean them, and then grease them, oil them, or whatever. But I haven't had any trouble. Sand is the worst. Yeah. But they can take it, dude. We put our stuff through all kinds of junk. You know what I mean? And that's what's cool about them. You know, they can take it. I do not know what WD stands for. I do not. But I'm going to get off of here and edit on this thing. So go watch it. Man, that Toyota video, I think it's pretty good, but it doesn't have 200 views on it. It's all right. It's long. I get it. I don't really care, but I kind of do. Water displacer. Yeah, makes sense. Water displacement. Everybody knew. When on my bashers, I used to use WD-40 on the plastics because it kind of softened them. especially in the wintertime. And it does a little bit once it's impregnated into the plastics, make it a little bit resistant. Yeah, displace the water, but it also softens up the plastics. I remember it was great for my A arms where I wouldn't break them anymore, but my wing on the back of the Creighton became like a wet noodle. So it depends what you're putting it on a little bit. So there's that. Appreciate it, you guys. Hopefully you're looking forward to this video here on that one. I think I may do a little bit more with the LC80. It's a ready to run. There's no build on it, you know? So it really was just kind of, let's just get this video out. I didn't even put music on it at all. I just like, this is what it was like to hike around the quarry. You know, that's what that was about. And I wanted to show that truck, how good it was as it came. And I think I did. So job well done, if I do say so myself. So, but I think I may tear into this a little bit, because I think what's cool about this is the inspiration for it is a real YouTube channel. There's a link in the description now that wasn't in there before. That's to the last video really on that, where they won the Onyx challenge and took it to SEMA. Check it thing out, dude. The video that's linked in the description to Fab Rats. Check that out. It's good. It's and hit and subscribe to that channel if you're into the full scale stuff at all. If you haven't, they actually just did a giveaway on this, the real one, and the kid who won it took the money instead of the truck. So who knows? They may be giving this away again. But you should comment on their video. Go back and watch this video and comment and tell them, hey, man, Pilot Ryan made a small, they already know because I hit him on Instagram. But it's like, tell them Pilot Ryan sent me. He's got a small rock crawler version of your truck. And he sent us over. Anyway, check that out. And Castro's resigning tomorrow. That would be cool, I think. Monday night, Real Flight, Wild Bill's channel. Dell's doing a show on Tuesday night, working on a custom cab over. COE. Lyndon, what up, man? Yeah, that tow truck would be cool. The challenge is to tuck it, you know. Of course, the bed's bobbed and wrecker style, but they pinched the front end. Yep, they gave away an old Dodge car. And on his video yesterday, they gave away an old 89 Chevy. And he was talking about the throttle body injection, just like I got on mine, too. It's basically an LS, but it's got throttle body injection and swirled intake ports. So it's not quite as desirable as an LS, but it could be made in LS. Anyway, they gave it away to a kid and then talked about that giveaway too. And to enter that giveaway is like buy $10 worth of merch on their site was it. So hopefully they decide to give it away again, bro, because I'll get another handful of stickers for the FJ45, which was inspired from them as well. And then the gold nugget over here was also really them and another channel also that inspired that. So yeah, I think I need to pick another YouTuber truck or a movie truck or something, but I've got enough to finish up. So super close on the little red Travelall and getting closer on the big one. So that's fun. Check us out on Thursday. It'll be truck talk, and whatever else. We will see you in the next one. We're out here in 5. Hanger Rats forever. 3 later. You're too good to be forgotten. We will see you next time. Bye now. Boom.